Yo, what is up guys? Nick Nakai here, Let's Drift Media. Thank you guys for coming back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please hit that subscribe button down below. So, today's video is going to be another kind of tool review slash comparison on these impacts I have right here. So Matco has this kind of new, I don't think it's too new, but the Matco Infinium 3/8 impact, which is supposed to be super high torque, so I figured it would be a good comparison against the Milwaukee and what we've been throwing the Bauer since I picked that up from Harbor Freight the other day. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'll kind of give my 2 cents on what I think about each tools, a little bit of description about it, price, and maybe this video will help you determine your purchase. Maybe you're looking into one of these guns and you're not too sure how they perform or how they are as a tool. Giving all of them a fair share go. I mean, I've had the Milwaukee 1/2 inch. You guys know that I've had the mid torque for a couple months now, so that one's still kicking ass. The Gen 2, I have not really messed around with too much. This is actually my coworker Freddie's tool. So we'll get his opinion, what he thinks about this tool. All right, Freddie, so what do you think about the Milwaukee Gen 2?
This thing is freaking amazing. No, but seriously, I've used this thing on front bearings, crankshaft pulley bolts that I didn't think it was gonna take off. Just use a 1/2 inch adapter to 3/8. This thing works perfectly fine. And for the price I got it for, it can't beat it. Snap-on was looking at like $700-800 bucks. Not for me. And 5-year warranty, this thing is solid. Would recommend.
Would recommend.
But I'm really interested to see the Gen 2 versus the Matco, because this is the Matco 3/8 one, and it's very impressive, so pretty excited to show you guys that one. And then we have the Bauer 1/2 inch. Just the cheapy kind of Harbor Freight impact, but this one is rated pretty high torque too, so I figure we'll go ahead and throw it in there. If you guys remember, I did the review on the Bauer 3/8 gun, and I was curious how long it would hold up. I actually have another Bauer impact 3/8 impact right here. Well, it's not the 3/8, it's the same body style though, just has the 1/4 inch replaceable anvil, so some people prefer that, but the gun itself is like the exact same gun. So my coworker has been using this tool for about 6 months now, daily use on the lube rack, and it is not holding up, so I'm going to show you guys that really quick. It really just sounds like shit, and it's actually not the gun itself, but it's the anvil, so you can see if I hold it, it doesn't make the noise as bad, but it's also smoking, and it just really sounds like shit. So I just want to kind of give you guys an update on the Bauer tools right there to tell you guys something about that. Alright, so we'll start off with the Matco Infinium, which also happens to be the expensive one. So this gun runs about $658 for tool and battery and charger. It's about $360 for just the bare tool. So yeah, pretty pricey, but very powerful. I've actually been using this one on my 3/8 sockets, and it's actually broken my 17mm and my 14mm chrome sockets, of course. I mean, you shouldn't be using chrome on it, but that's just an example to show you how powerful this gun is. And it is rated at about 600 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. So also runs on the 20-volt system. Right now we have the 5-amp battery in it. Has a pretty cool battery life gauge right here. And battery life is actually very good on this gun. I've used this gun like throughout the week, and like the battery's just maybe gone down like a bar or two. So pretty impressed with the battery life. The LEDs are very bright, and honestly it just feels super comfortable. I'll just say, out of all these guns right here, when it comes to comfort in your hand, I say Matco takes the cake. Just the way the mold is and the weight distribution just really feels just level in your hand. But like I said, the most expensive tool out of the bunch. One weird thing I did notice when I talked to the Matco distributor, Bill. So first shout out to Bill for letting me loan this tool. I'll leave the link to his contact information down below. But one weird thing about this gun is it whistles. I thought that was very weird. That's one of the first things I noticed. Bill's not too sure if they're all like that, but he thinks they may be. I mean, compared to the rest of the guns. I mean, a slight whistle, but this one seriously sounds like a freaking train. So, kind of annoying. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And this gun is also the lightest out of all the guns here. This gun weighs in at about 3 pounds. So a ½ pound lighter than the Milwaukee mid-torque, but again, not that big of a deal. So anyways, let's move on to the Milwaukee. So right here we have the Milwaukee Gen 2, which is basically just the newer version of the mid-torque that you guys saw previously in my video. So if you'd like to see more about this gun in particular, you can go back to my previous videos, or I'll leave the link down below so you guys can check that one out. But I just have it here for side-by-side comparison so you kind of see the changes. So bare tool for the Milwaukee Gen 2 mid-torque right now is starting about $220 for bare tool, which is not bad. I mean, a hell of a lot cheaper than the Matco, of course. And torque rated on this one is 550, 600. So I believe 600 breakaway torque, 550 torquing torque. So very powerful. Both rated at 600 breakaway, so it'll be interesting to see which one performs better on the bolt test. Even though I won't be able to torque these to 600, but still get them pretty damn tight. Other than that, this tool weighs about 3.5 pounds without the battery. Running off the 18 volt system, the M18, like all of Milwaukee's big tools. That's pretty cool if you already have Milwaukee tools, or batteries at least, so you could just buy the tool, bare tool only. But the kits aren't that much, it depends where you buy them from, but they really don't cost that much more if you're gonna get the kit. But other than that, yeah, not much changed. It's a little bit lighter than the previous gen, a little bit stubbier. Height's about the same. You can see it's basically just like a stubby version. So, still a great tool. Honestly, I would say if you were looking to upgrade or get a cordless impact, and you're looking for the Milwaukee side, I would just get the Gen 2 just because it's newer. They still have the same warranty. So I feel like I kind of filled you guys in on the loop, good description about each guns and their price. So now, without further ado, we'll get started with the nut torque test. Obviously, all of these are rated well over 300 foot-pounds, or anything lug nut style, like say like 80 foot-pounds on a car. So there's no reason to do a test on the lug nuts because it's guaranteed to take it off, and that's proven by me. So we're just gonna go ahead and go straight to the bolt test and start them out about 150 and see how the guns do.
Dude, you're in the freaking background, right? Start yelling.
Alright, so we'll just start off with the Matco, top three. Alright, it's pretty easy. I'll move the camera actually a little bit better. I'll go over to the Milwaukee Gen 2 mid-torque. Really, Freddy? It was on the low setting, got on the proper level 3 now. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. So I mean, obviously this was just 150. It's gonna take them off no problem. So I mean, if you're doing lug nuts or anything like that, these will be plenty for you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bump it up to 250. See what happens. All right, go on to 250. Alright, so we're going to start again with the Matco. Now we'll go with the Milwaukee. Just like that. So, since my torque wrench will only go to about 300, we're just going to go to 300. Alright, so my torque wrench only goes to about 300. I did try and torque them a little bit further. I was going to do like an angle torque, maybe go like another quarter, but that shit was too tight. I couldn't even tighten it that much, even with this big ass breaker bar. But I mean, again, I'm working here as a Toyota technician, just working on light duty vehicles. So if you're like someone like me, both of these guns would be perfect for you, whichever one you choose. you saw they had plenty of power. 300 was like a joke to them. I mean, they are rated at 600. So really, I don't think there's ever a time where you're gonna run into a bolt where one of these guys won't be able to get it off. Maybe like a super old rusted crank pulley, you might have some trouble there, but overall these are like super impressive. For how small they are, like how much power they can deliver, like it just blows my mind. So that's kind of why that's just like my go-to gun now, because I don't have to whip out the air hose. I just have all the power I need right here in this cordless little gun. Batteries die, just change it out. So I wouldn't really say, I'm not really too sure if you guys want to pick a winner or not, but when it comes to comfort, I would definitely say the Matco feels a lot more comfortable in my hand than the Milwaukee. Not because of the weight distribution. I mean, the Milwaukee does feel a little bit heavier on the top than the Matco version, but mainly just the grip, the comfort, and just the lighter weight. It's not too big of a difference, but I would just say the Matco has comfort when it comes to that. But when it comes to power, it's kind of hard to put a winner on that because we weren't able to fully test it. But both of them delivered power plenty for what we need it for. But when it comes to price and warranty, Milwaukee is definitely going to take the cake, like always. Milwaukee just has the more affordable tools, including the power, what you're getting for it, and it's just like an all-around bang for your buck, including the warranty. I believe the Matco has a 2-year warranty, like the other big name brands. So that's one thing I would recommend, just saying, just get a Matco, whether it's for at-home use or day in the life in a shop daily. The Milwaukee is gonna hold up. So I think that's it for this video. Sorry I can't fully show the capabilities, but I mean, doing what I can. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace!
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up.